Hey there. I suppose no one saw this coming, but Dark Knight and Dark Priestess are already here. Let's see how Dark Knight plays. He is our uber DPS until elemental comps come. And he is really uber, even more than Pardis even. He can hit up to 15 times in a turn, has easily accessible 200k additional damage cap, and a self-potency buff, albeit for one turn. Like Pardis, he is mostly self-reliant, but he is a better team player than Pardis, giving allies all charge and various buffs at a small cost of murdering them first. About that, basically to unlock Dark Knight's full potential you need to kill and revive your own team, giving them cursed buff. 7 allies are needed for maximum benefit, but you can easily get away with 4 or 5, as most skills require focused allies. Dark Knight needs to use active skills to kill allies, but he revives them automatically. And take note, he revives only those who don't have the cursed effect. He also has some neat element resists, and a sort of synergy with Dark Priestess, which is overblown for the most part. Here are the killing skills. As a rule, you'd want to kill the back row first, reaching focused allies, and then use the ult, which gives you the fizz. From this ult you get triple cast, which makes 15 hits in a turn possible. Just be careful using it, since getting the triple cast will force you into back row, where you can't revive your allies. But there are ways around the problem. I will show them later. Then Dark Knight has the X ability, which gives a whole lot of stuff and a potency buff for the next turn, so you need to use it strictly before break. And here is also a heal/buff for cursed allies, and one more overkill skill, which is almost required to use if you want to get the whole team cursed. Dark Knight's damage skills are simple. 5 hit random, 4 hit AoE. Both can get triple casted, both need focused allies. Now the backsearch revive issue. I prepared for you a visual guide using marvelous power of PowerPoint. Considering how Dark Knight plays, first turn you are likely using the back row overkill skill, which kills and revives the back row, making them cursed. Then you need to use the ult for triple cast, which however moves you to the back row. And the ally you killed can't be revived this round anymore, because Dark Knight is in the back. It's a problem, because it really holds the Dark Knight's BP regen, and you want to avoid it to progress to the break phase already. What happens is that BP regen part activates only if the ally stays alive. What's more, even if it gets revived automatically by Dark Knight, the revival happens only after the point when the BP regen would have kicked in. So instead of a single turn without BP regen, you get 2 turns. I've added a link in the description from a guy who managed to demonstrate this issue right in the game. The solutions are simple. You can, for example, use a success tree on the unit who gets killed last. That way they resurrect immediately and the BP regen kicks in right away. All in all, Dark Knight is super good, as expected. Here's a brief cheat sheet on how to use him. Pull for him if you get Dark Priestess out of the two, don't even think about it. Now to Dark Priestess. Dark Priestess is a versatile support. She mainly buffs dark teams and then successfully tries to be a dark DPS herself, but that's not her role. The coolest parts about her kit are the weakness bypass ult and the debuff limit enhancement skill. Other than that, she also has kill revive playstyle, some shield shave potential if you get lucky with the weaknesses, defensive support and warrior buffs. Because of course, like Dark Knight, she wants to kill her party, but she does it only to give simple offensive buffs. I guess it saves turns and covers the whole team, if only dark teams were still viable. She also buffs herself for dark damage when allies die. Here's her latent. The 8 hits can be combined with the active skill, which lets you hit fire, ice and lightning weaknesses, so it could be situationally good, especially with that lock X. So her ult. It's a pain to charge, but it's a free action on 200%, so you can easily give the whole team weakness bypass for the whole break. That's good. And there's a weaker alternative I mentioned. I also think the shield move is notable, it should be very helpful to Cecil. There are also rest down debuffs with complementary implants, and the debuff limit scene, which is unique up until Final Fantasy VI collab. The EX ability just restarts the kill revive cycle for longer fights. Dark Priestess also has some issues in her kit. First one, people say she has good synergy with Dark Knight because she offs the whole team and he doesn't need to do anything. Kind of correct, but offing them whole 3 rounds into the fight means you are likely to reset some of the buffs. So I'd recommend just turning it off unless you need the buffs she gives, and instead do everything manually by Dark Knight himself. His next problem is her ult charge. Unlike most support ults, this one takes a long time to charge. Even with Ultimate Awakening you need 4 BP, and chasing her dupe isn't a good idea, so you'd have to get creative. I have some of the solutions on my slide. One I particularly liked is using Dark Knight to kill her off. giving her 100% ult charge. But there are other ways too. All in all, Dark Priestess is kind of skippable honestly, joke no joke. On the edge I'd say. Her weakness by passive is replaceable by Malrus EX, sure, but there is more to her kit. I'd say to skip her if you already got Dark Knight and you are stingy with rubies. Media surely should be soon now, and you don't want to skip her. Otherwise, Dark Priestess isn't bad. Her debuff limiting or revival tricks could be useful in a pinch. Thanks for watching.